Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing some more live planning and live attacks at Town Hall 13 in our war today against Lubard War Team. Let's see if I can triple. Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be using Queen Charge Miners on both attacks. I'm going to be doing two fresh attacks, 13v13. Let's see if I can do it. Here's the first base. Let's go ahead and go over the plan, why I want to use miners, why I want to use Queen Charge. So the first thing I saw when I looked at this base is if we can charge this way and break in here, it's pretty easy to get the Town Hall, a scatter shot, kill the enemy CC. However, there is this pesky inferno here that would probably hit our healers once we walk this way. So what I wanted to do is drop my Stone Slammer really early over here, let it go this way, go to the AD, pop, out come balloons from my CC, I'll drop a haste, and they'll probably get this Inferno, and who knows what else. Maybe they'll get this cannon, maybe if I'm lucky they'll get this Expo. Not entirely sure, but the goal is to use the Stone Slammer to set the funnel on this side, use my queen over here in the corner, let her walk this way. Probably use a baby dragon and a loon right here to make a little bit of a funnel. Wall break in on the corner, rage up the queen. She's gonna kill the enemy king and then step inside for the Town Hall. Then from there, I'll be able to just use my BK right about here over at 5 o'clock, let him walk this way, create the funnel, and then just send in miners right through here, right through this channel here. And I'll use the warden and I'll with the miners behind them, and I'll still have the royal champion, which I'm thinking I'll probably save and use over on this end of the base, just so she can pick off all these edge defenses. I'll probably give her a giant too, just to help her. I think it'll be really good value to throw in a giant in front of her. Other than that, yeah, that's it. So let's go over the details of the funnel. So looking over here at the 8 o'clock side, in order to make this funnel, I'm going to need to get this mortar down so that the Stone Slammer would path here, here, and then in for the air defense. So I'm going to drop the Stone Slammer first. Well, first I plan on dropping the queen. Then I'll drop the Stone Slammer here. So queen, Stone Slammer, and then 2 balloons on the mortar to get it down. Then I'll probably drop a wizard behind to get these 2 buildings knocked out. Then the Stone Slammer should be popping, depending on if it hits a black mine or not, either here or here. And I'll probably drop a haste right there so the loons can get as much value as possible. Then the queen should have nowhere to walk but this way. Then once she's getting close to this cannon over here, I'm probably going to drop a loon and a baby dragon right here to make sure I get these 2 buildings down. Then I'll send a test wall breaker here, and then the rest of my wall breakers to get the wall open. I might drop a rage if I think if a Tesla pops here or something, and I really need to make sure that wall break happens. Queen will fight the enemy king, then she'll fight the Town Hall, and the CC will come out, and she'll get that. I might have to use 2 rages by then. Then I plan on dropping the king right here on this corner of the barracks at 5 o'clock on this left corner. That way he'll walk to the Dark Elixir collector, up to the Archer Tower, and then back this way. And then I'll start with miners. Let me switch colors. I'll start with miners here and here, and just sprinkle and just send them all in through this channel with the warden behind. And then I'll probably heal early here, and then warden ability in this area, and then heal again. Let me draw the heals in yellow. Heal again, moving out toward this last scatter shot, and then drop the giant over here with the royal champion right behind. And then I'll save a wizard over here for behind the royal champion, and I'll have a couple archers for cleanup. This scatter shot should hopefully be aggroed onto my queen. I'm hoping that my queen walks this way and then walks back up around and ends up distracting these defenses on the back end. So the miners really only have to push all the way through to this last inferno, and the royal champ can honestly take out the rest of the base probably. So that's the basic idea of the plan. I'm gonna cook up the army and let's give it a shot. Alright guys, here's the army. We got it all cooked up. 25 miners, 5 healers, a baby dragon for the funnel, 4 balloons, 5 wall breakers, 2 minions, a giant, 3 archers for cleanup. I'm taking 3 rages to keep the queen alive. The freeze haste, I didn't really have a plan for the freeze, so I'm just going to use it wherever I need it on the fly, whether it's to keep the queen alive or to help keep some of the miners alive, maybe even the royal champ, we'll see. 9 balloons in the CC with the haste, warden on ground, 2 wizards. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to start with the queen. Slammer, 2 loons, wizard. I'm going to get this haste ready. Air Skellies are going to come over to my queen. I'm going to do test wall breaker. Send in the rest. Go ahead and rage up the queen. She's going to fight the enemy king. I got an extra wall break there that I didn't really want, but let's hope queen's still going to go the right way. A couple Teslas pop up at 12 o'clock. Queen is going to step up for the town hall. Had to pop the ability there. Triple Ice Golem in the CC. I'm going to go ahead and start the BK. Right there. Rage again to keep queen alive. I'm going to drop all these miners in with the warden. Eagle is hitting the BK, which is good. We want him to tank. I'm going to go ahead and pop his ability. Drop an early heal. Need Warden to get in range of all these miners so I can use his ability right here for this eagle shot, just like that. Then we're going to use Giant, Royal Champ. We're going to heal up all these miners. You throw in the wizard behind the king. I'm going to pop the Royal Champ ability here for all these Teslas. Boom, just like that. Toss in these cleanup troops, and that's going to be a triple. Awesome attack there. That's going to be a 3-star. Royal Champ ability was really cool there, getting the Tesla farm at 12 o'clock. Queen did a good job going back around. Even though I got that extra wall break, it didn't even matter. So let's go ahead and watch that replay and see exactly how it went down. Awesome. Alright. So started off with the queen. I always try to drop the queen first just because it avoids time fails if you drop the queen first. If you do the funneling and then drop the queen, you're just making the queen charge take even more time. So then we go with the Stone Slammer, a couple loons here. Stone Slammer's going to path this way, drop the haste, it's going to get some good value. It pulls an Air Skelly, but that's alright. They go to the healers, queen takes care of it, no problem. Wizard down here, make sure the funnel is nice and set so the queen has nowhere to go but this way. So she's going to deal with these Air Skellies. Then I'm going to drop a couple loons here to get the Archer Tower and the Baby Dragon here to make the funnel. Use the test wall breaker, it pulls a small bomb. Then I drop the rest of the wall breakers and the rage. I probably could have held the rage for another second or two so I didn't get the extra wall break, but it didn't end up mattering in the end. That baby dragon is going to be really clutch and come do some damage to this cannon, but it doesn't kill it all the way. Queen's going to fight the town hall here. That scatter shot and those 3 expos do a lot of damage. I try freezing and raging again, but it's still going to have to pop the ability. The freeze could have been a second earlier. So out comes the CC, so I drop the poison right on top. Triple Ice Golem. probably. The poison doesn't even do much anyway, but might as well drop it. Then in a few seconds, I'm going to drop the king right where I wanted to. He's going to walk that way, just like I predicted. And then miners right in between all these defenses, with the warden behind. Luckily, the queen stays up. She stays alive, goes around, gets this cannon, this bomb tower, and the scatter shot, so the miners don't have to worry about that at all. Queen got both scatter shots, which is really good. So then the early heal to make sure we keep as many miners alive as possible before hitting the warden ability. That's really key. You want to do early heal, then warden, then the last heal. Most of the time when you're doing these miner hits. So from here, I probably didn't need the giant here because the king was tanking. I probably should have just dropped the royal champ and the giant from up here. That probably would have been a little bit better. But this still ended up working out just fine. I dropped the other heal here trying to cover the wizard tower and this expo. I didn't really get both, but I kind of got the wizard tower. And at this point, there's just so many miners up. Royal champ level 20 with her ability, her shield will easily take out this entire Tesla farm, which is really cool seeing her do it right here. Just all 4 of those Teslas dead. So yeah, that was that attack, and nice easy triple with queen charge miners, and we're gonna go ahead and go find another base to do this on. Alright guys, we found our next victim. We're gonna be hitting number 12, Kent here. Same army, queen charge miners. Here's what I'm thinking on this one. I want to do a pretty similar entry to the last attack where I start the queen walking this way, and I'm going to use the stone slammer again to knock out the early inferno so it doesn't touch my queen or my healers. I probably don't need much funneling because the queen can shoot this lab, and I think she's still going to keep walking this way. So as long as the loons from the slammer path to this inferno, we should be fine. I'll drop a haste on them anyway. They might come over here and get this wizard tower. It's not a big deal if they don't. So from there, I want queen to go this way and step up eventually for the scatter shot. So I'm going to use a baby dragon probably up here just to eliminate these buildings. So that way queen doesn't want to step this way. She's just going to stay right here, shoot this, and then walk this way, shoot the scatter shot, keep walking toward the town hall. I want her to pull the town, or go toward the town hall and pull the CC. Once she does that, it might cost a rage or two, and then I'm probably going to drop the BK here to walk this way, and I'm going to drop miners all across here to go this way with the warden behind them. And then I'll probably do, again, well, king's going to walk this way, and then I'll probably do my royal champ in right over here to knock out all these defenses here. So the miners really only have to path through all these defenses here like that. And then I'll probably drop the first heal here really early, warden ability around here, and then second heal here. And so 3 rages for the queen. She should be able to stay alive through the whole time and get all the way to the end and finish off the base if somehow the miners die. But I think they'll be able to live through it. So that's the basics of the plan. Should be really easy. Don't even need a funnel on this side. The stone slammer should be a good enough funnel. Baby dragon up here should be good enough. I'll probably use a loon before it just to make sure it doesn't die. And yeah, we should be able to get another triple hopefully. So I'm going to cook up the army and we'll give it a shot. Alright guys, we've got the army all trained up. So here it is. Pretty similar to the last attack except no wall breakers, no giant, and a little bit less loons, so we're able to take a lot more miners this time. The spells are all the same, the CC is the same, warden on ground. We're going to save the royal champ for the end. Let's go ahead and give this a shot, see if I can do it. Press attack, and here we go. So I'm going to drop the queen first, like always, because that takes a lot of time. Then the stone slammer, healers on the queen. Get this haste ready. There is a Tesla there, so I'm going to pop the slammer early. Hopefully everything passed to the inferno. Getting 2 loons going back. We're not going to get the inferno. I'm going to freeze the inferno. Hopefully these 2 loons can get it. Send in the baby dragon up top. Perfect. The 2 loons got the inferno. I'm going to rage up the queen here. She's gonna fight the enemy BK. CC's coming out now, so I'm gonna drop poison. I'm gonna drop this minion to help. I really didn't need to do that. It was probably a waste. That's alright though. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the BK right here with a wizard. All the miners. Pop the BK ability. Queen beat through a wall to fight the enemy queen. I'm gonna go ahead and rage her up again. Drop an early heal for these miners. She's going for a wall, not the town hall, which is not what I wanted. We're going to drop the royal champ down here. Hopefully the queen's going to step up and get this town hall for us. I'm going to drop this heal for the miners. I want to use the queen ability for the town hall. She's not going for the town hall. Come on, queen. There she goes, up for the town hall. She's going to get it with her ability, hopefully. Drop a wizard over here at 9 for cleanup. Pop the royal champ ability to get that bomb tower so it doesn't hit the miners. And hopefully we have enough time. Queen's going to go back outside and do some cleanup. We got a miner split. Let's see if we have enough time to get this. That was a little sketchy, but I think we're going to be able to pull it off. Woo! The miners did work there. We still have like 20 miners alive. That was clutch. Queen did some weird stuff there. We're going to have to watch the replay and see why she beat the wall. But that's going to be a triple for the 6-pack with Queen Charge miners. Let's go ahead and take a look at that replay. Alright, so let's take a look here. A lot of things went wrong, but it still ended up tripling. We dropped the queen to go this way. Then we drop Stone Slammer right here to go for the Inferno. A Tesla pops here, which kind of surprised me. And I was hoping the loons would still path to the Inferno. I think only 2 of them did. Yeah, it looks like 2 loons path to the Inferno, but they died right away. Then another 2 path there, but they don't get it. So I'm going to drop my last 2 loons from my army camp in with a freeze to keep the queen alive. And those loons are just barely going to be able to get that Inferno before they die. The scatter shot shoots the loons. The first one goes down, and the second one gets it on its fall damage. Just barely gets it. Glad I brought those extra 2 loons just in case. Queen's going to step up for the scatter shot. I dropped the first rage because she's going to fight the enemy BK. Another Tesla pops here, but that's alright. Rage will help her get through it. She's going to walk up over here and pull the CC, and then eventually she just beats for the wall. We're going to speed through this CC kill. We saw this the first time. I dropped the minion to help with the pups, but probably didn't even need it. And then right here, she just starts beating a wall. I'm guessing the sweeper, the queen, and the expo are all closer than these 2 buildings. Kind of silly, but that's alright. She's going to get through here and kill the queen without even needing the ability. I dropped the BK, the royal champ, and the eagle both target him, so he loses health really fast and doesn't get that much value, not as much as I thought he would. He dies right about here. I was hoping he would get all the way around the corner, but that's okay. I dropped the early heal because the eagle starts targeting my miners. Kind of missed some of these miners here, unfortunately. That's alright. Queen beats another wall and goes this way for the eagle. She just really wants to help the miners, so I decided to drop the royal champ over here on the wizard tower and the double cannon. Pop the warden ability, then I heal again going into this Inferno wizard tower, and I'm hoping that queen, I'll be able to use her ability to get the town hall here. She starts beating another wall. She just really loves walls, and then as soon as this wizard tower dies, she'll switch targets to the town hall. Just like that. Save her ability for the very last second. She's going to get the town hall. Luckily I saved a wizard for the cleanup at 9 over here because we were kind of low on time. And then use the royal champ ability to get that bomb tower, so that way the miners don't have to go through the bomb tower explosion, although some of them do catch the end of it there. Queen's going to walk around and do cleanup and then just barely get this in time. The royal champ does a lot of work on cleanup as well, And just like that, that's how you save an attack when you have a rough start. And just like that, we were able to get the 6-pack fresh attacks on both of them with Queen Charge Miners. Guys, the Miners level 7 are actually looking really strong right now. If you can just charge the Town Hall, basically, do what I was doing in both these attacks. Use the Stone Slammer to pick off one of those Inferno Islands and then walk the Queen right by it. Go for the Town Hall. Use the King on the other side, Miners in between. It's really similar to the Queen Walk Dragons attack. You know, just depends on what you feel more comfortable with. Maybe it depends on which way the sweepers are pointing, if you want to use dragons or miners. But the max miners are looking really good. And so there's a nice live, fresh 6-pack against Lubard War Team. If you guys like the video, make sure you let me know. Like, subscribe, comment down below. If you guys want to see a war recap of this war, definitely let me know. I can do that. And I'll catch you guys later.